outside of the time and the resources, which is usually is a universal thing that people find that they're worried about. What was there any processes that you had your eye on specifically that you wanted to change in the National Restaurant Association, how they did things?
Yeah, well, I think the processes were what I talked about before, the QA processes, the self-help. I wanted to create uh, agent and manager scorecards, and I didn't feel that the system that they had was going to do that for me. And uh, and what I mean by scorecards is that's on a staffing level where I can create a scorecard to hold people accountable for metrics so we can meet the company goals.
Right.
So there was no way to really measure with the other system I was using, effectively measure metrics in a way where I can get business results. So that's huge in itself.
Oh, it's massive.
Just even looking to do something like that, you've already gone through the time it's going to take,
Mm.
the processes you're looking to improve. I think most people, when they tackle something like this, they forget that they've got a day job they got to do as well. I mean, you've got to keep the business running. It's not like you can say, "Hey, put the whole thing on hold while we go pick a new vendor." I mean, you're still running the place.
Well, not just running it. You realize when I thought I had till the end of 2020, I said, okay, 18 system that's great. But it wasn't just the time and effort. You got to realize I was new to the organization. So it was my learning curve, me building up a network, me getting to know the business, me making contacts in this industry. So when day job was heightened for me because it's not like I was at the organization for a long time. I'm at the organization a very short time. And so it's day job, learning curve, moving to a new system, which was I thought was going to be the death of me. By now I should be dead, but I'm not.
Well, there was some hairy times in there. Even so, it's kind of like that thing, like Mike Tyson's famous quote: "Everybody has a plan until you get punched in the nose." Right? You go with it as best you can, no matter what, and you still kind of deal with some hurdles, no matter what.
Yeah.
Um, I know you had somewhat of a comfort level with contact center in the cloud, but
Yeah.
were you comfortable as a whole staying in that technology or migrating to that technology, or was there some trepidation around that?
Uh, I was comfortable with it, but I think the cloud base is still new. Definitely had trepidation because I never went through a full cloud conversion uh, with me managing it from the beginning. So I went through it in my former company I was just with, but it was a lot larger company and there was people assigned to every piece and part of it. So my piece was this, where now my piece coming into this solution was I manage the entire process. So yeah, when you talk about trepidation, is it absolutely, because now I'm managing a cloud conversion from beginning till end, and I really didn't know what was involved in that.
Well, who is this guy?